the voice of Tom Allen now. And Tom, you guys are getting ready for a gigantic game with Ohio State. I've followed you for a long time. You were a high school coach for 15 years, man. If anybody paid their dues, you have 15 years in high school, eventually getting this gig, and it's all coming to fruition. You're a top 10 team. What's it been like just building this program into a team that is now challenging Ohio State, for the moment, for Big Ten supremacy?
Well, appreciate you having me on the show. It's just been a slow, deliberate, continuous process of a lot of belief, a lot of hard work, a lot of recruiting into player development, which is what it's all about. And our guys have just bought in, and step by step, day by day, have just kept getting a little bit better.
Coach, you took over a program amid controversy after Kevin Wilson left to become the Ohio State Buckeyes offensive coordinator. What big changes did you make, or if any at all, when you took over?
Well, I just felt like we had to change the mindset, and I understood the history. I'm born and raised in Indiana, high school coach in the state for many years, as was just stated, and just knew what we'd been in the past. And I just felt so strongly that we could create something special here, and we just had to change the way we think. And before there's a reality, there's a mentality, and it all starts in your mind, in your mindset. So we had to change the way our players, what they expected, and we had to create belief. And that's been a slow process, but it's just been building step by step and day by day.
And you talk about expectations, and expectations is now that you guys can legitimately compete for this conference, but also what a win over Ohio State would do for the program and also recruiting. How big is this game this week for all those things I just mentioned?
It's a huge opportunity. No different, though, than week one, playing the 8th-ranked Penn State and Nittany Lions and what that created, opportunity that presented itself, and then obviously the opportunity against Michigan, the team that we hadn't beaten since '87. So it's just being able to take advantage of these opportunities that we've been able to create throughout this season. And when those opportunities come, you got to seize them. And so to me, there's a lot at stake. But it's as I told our team on Monday, it's the biggest game of the season because it's the next one.
How do you keep a young group of men calm so that they're not playing the game on Thursday and Friday, so that you can have them in the right part where they can be popping it out of their skin on Saturday?
Well, we're very process-driven here, and we're focused on what we're doing today. And if you want to create long-term change, you change what you do on a daily basis, and that's what we've been trying to preach to our guys from the beginning. It's been no different this week. You have an opportunity in front of you, and you play the way you practice. You perform the way you prepare. And to me, that's why it's been such a high attention to detail. Can't be any different than any other big week that we've been put in here. We played a lot of these games in the past. We just haven't had the expectation from the outside based on previous wins to be able to create a different opportunity on game day. So for me, it's about being very focused, being tremendously attention to detail in everything that we do every single day, all the way to kickoff.
Tom Allen, head football coach of Indiana Hoosiers, joining us here this morning on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Coach, I hate to bring this up, but I have to, because I'm sure when you became the head coach of the Hoosiers, you didn't envision being banged up, having a black eye, and missing teeth with celebrations throughout the course of your career. How do you handle that? What do you do?
Well, my wife, she thinks this is getting a little costly, so she's advised me to wear a mouthpiece. Don't think I can really wear a helmet when I coach, but no, seriously, I love these guys, man. I see how hard they work, and I enjoy what I do, man. I'm so blessed to be a coach, and I love it. And so when these guys make plays, man, I go hunt them down and jump on them, and unfortunately, they're wearing a helmet and I'm not, so I've kind of been on the short end of a couple of those celebrations.
Hey, I got to mention, celebrating is very emotional, but you were emotional in a different way, Coach. Your son, Thomas, who plays for you, suffered a season-ending injury against Michigan State. Your latest victim, as you guys are perfect, rolling into this big game Saturday against Ohio State. I wonder how your son is doing and just what it's like to have the father-son relationship on the biggest stage in the sport.
Well, it's a blessing, man. It's just to have him here with us. And, I wouldn't see him if he was playing for somebody else. I'd never see him play, never see him on a daily basis. And so the time we get to spend together, it's special. We don't take that for granted. And then he's been such a big part of our team. And he forced a fumble there on Saturday. He was having a great game. And then to see him go down like that was just – it was tough, and it was, I knew when I walked out on the field and they told me that it was a dislocated hip, that I knew that was serious and his season was going to be over and his future was in jeopardy. So, I just got asked that question on Monday and really wasn't expecting the response that way, but it just kind of hit me, all the different things that we've taken to get here. It's been a long road, but it's been an awesome journey. And like you mentioned, 15 years in high school and many years in small college to get to this point. And he's been right there with me the whole time. And he's been, we've always traveled together. I've been with some head coaches that allowed him to be with us on away games. And we've run out of the tunnel together in different places when he was younger. And now to have him here as one of our players, it's just really special. And he's a tough kid. He's going to have to battle through this and have a long recovery. But we'll be with him together, and we'll be fighting side by side.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.